Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you guys are here. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday season. I know I did. It was amazing. It was a lot. It was so much fun. But I'm also very happy that it's over. I don't know what it was about this holiday season that it was a lot. I'm usually I'm a very, very Christmassy person. Like, I love Christmas music. I mean, everything that you can think of in terms of Christmas, like, I love it. I love decorating. Like, I'm a Christmas person. Like, it's my favorite holiday. However, I don't know what it was about this season that I am just so glad that it's over. Like, I was like, and also, like, I got sick during Christmas Day. Like, I was like, Christmas Eve, I was feeling like sick. And so Christmas Day, I was like, I remember just sitting on a couch, just like so tired and just like, I'm so exhausted. And so that whole week from Christmas Day up to New Year's, I was just like so tired. I was exhausted and I slept a lot because I was just so tired all the time. And then New Year's Eve came and that was fun. And so now, and then the week after New Year's, it was my mom's birthday, which we also celebrated. So we had 3 Sundays back to back that for my family, they were just a lot going on. And so now I feel like this week is just like things are settling down. There's no more holidays for a while. And so, no birthdays. It's just all just quieting down. And I'm like, yes, because it was a lot. It was just like so a lot. It was overwhelming. But I hope you guys had an amazing holiday season. And yeah, let's get back to it, guys. So Real Housewives ladies return, which I was excited, very happy that they were back. It took me a while to be like, what did we end on? Like, I totally was like, forgot. Like, it took me a while. And so as the show was starting, it gave you a preview of what had happened recently. And I'm like, oh, I remember they were in Austin. And I'm like, I feel like they've been in Austin for like ever. Like, I'm like, how long are we going to be in here for? Like, maybe it's just because of the break. It just feels like they've been there like this whole time. But it's just been so long. But the last thing I remember now is that Robin was in the phone with Juan, telling him, what had happened within her and Candace, and then her crying. And he was just like, why are you calling? And why are you doing this and that? And I'm like, just roll the eyes back to my head, because I'm like, he is the worst listener you could ever ask for. And I don't know how Robin does it. I'm just like, yeah, anyways, like I don't want to get into a tangent with that, but anyways, so the girls now, the ladies now, we're still celebrating the Karen's triple 20s, which also feels like she's been celebrating like for weeks. So Candace and Wendy and Karen at the bar, and me and Robin are at the pool, and they're just relaxing. And then Giselle and Ashley they're in the room, they're actually sitting up. So while at the bar, Wendy tells the ladies that her mom is in a hospital. And so Karen's like, oh my gosh. And it's like, it is frightening, to have any type of family member in a hospital and you being far away. And it's just like all these things, just like it's a lot to take in terms of emotional. So I'll give it to Wendy, because she was like, I have a job to do. And it looks like, she was concerned, but sounds like, she was okay, just concerned about it. So I mean, I that was a lot. But then the ladies all get together where Giselle and Ashley are at. And basically what they're doing in a celebration for Karen is that they're doing these portraits of her, or to do some type of portrait that reminds them of her. So I thought it was just like really cool, like a cool activity. And they had like this little like frames and stuff. And I thought that was like really fun. I'm like, I might actually think of doing that, because it looked cool. And so I was just like, they were all really funny. They were all, making sure she has the mole and stuff. And I think on one of them, they're like, the mole is on the wrong side. Like, it's on the left side. So I thought that was funny. But the funniest one to me was the one with Robin, because I guess earlier Karen was like, I didn't pay for no blue check mark, and then she found out that she did, and so Robin did this like little portrait of her of the blue Twitter mark, and then $11 on the side. Like it really like cracked up the place. Like Karen thought it was pretty funny, and I thought it was pretty creative. So that was actually really fun. And then the girls then get ready to go out to eat. So they're going to be heading out to eat to this restaurant called Abba, which I actually looked it up because I'm like, the food looks really good. It looks amazing. And so I was like, holy smokes. Like, I looked up their menu, and it's a Mediterranean seafood, which I love seafood, by the way. It's one of my favorites. I generally don't like to eat at a restaurant though. I mostly like to eat it at home. That's just me. But the food there looked really good. So I'm like, if you're ever in Austin, definitely check it out and tell me how it is. But ladies, get ready. I liked everyone's outfit. Like, everyone looked really, really good. Wendy in this Mugler was like insane. Like, that blue is like, I'm not a huge blue color fan. Like, I don't have a lot of blue clothing, but like that blue is like so attractive. It looks so good on her. Like, her body was like insane. And then Wendy had one, it wasn't Mugler, but it was like a similar one, but hers was black. It kind of reminded me of like Robin when they were playing pickleball. Hers looks really good though. I liked it. I liked all of the ladies' clothing. I like Ashley's romper. That actually looked like a really fun romper. I like rompers, so I liked it. The only outfit that I was just like was NECA's outfit. I was just like, what? Like, I don't know. I just didn't really like her outfit, but everyone else was pretty good. Giselle looked really good, so everyone looked nice. The only outfit I was just like, NECA was like, yeah, I don't know about that one. But so they're all eating, and next thing we know, so Ashley and Candace are sitting in front of each other. And of course, Ashley being Ashley, brings up this whole thing about Candace and Robin, about the incident that they had at the van. And then she brings up this thing about, well, you know, you're crying because you're friends with Robin, and, you know, you want to support her and everything. And, you know, you're showing that you care. But then, like, you know, on the other side, you're pretty much saying all these things online and social media when you really should be saying it to her face. And attacking, you know, Robin and all these things. And then, you know, she was just kind of like calling Candace out in a bit about like contradicting, about not being as truthful of a friend, basically, is what she was saying. And I was just like, oh, wrong place, wrong time. Because like Candace's face looked like she wanted to just jump across the table and just snap at Ashley. I was like, holy crap, like, no. And so Ashley was like, you know, telling her this, and then the ladies get into it, and then Robin starts saying, well, you know, we just should not be using social media to attack each other. And then Candace was like, I think that was like the pushing point for her, and she just like starts screaming, saying, why is the line getting moved all of the time? And what she's referring to is when her and her husband were getting these attacks and allegations at him, you know, talking to other women behind her back, and, you know, texting Ashley, and, you know, doing inappropriate things with Giselle. And so Ashley was just, Candace was just like not having it and was pretty much out. Like, and then one of the ladies was like, you know, it's okay. And so from that, Candace was just like, I don't know. As I said, wrong place, wrong time. And yeah, there is some contradiction in terms of Candace doing that. Like, you know, let's be honest, there is. But I think anything that comes out from Ashley towards Candace in terms of anything is officially or more than likely going to set Candace off, you know, for sure. Because there's this like between them, and, you know, I don't think they've ever been really true friends. And so no matter what Ashley says, Candace will never really she'll never ever, you know, be okay with that. And so I'm just like, I don't know. I wish she would have brought something else instead of that. But hopefully, thankfully, it didn't completely ruin a night. Although there was one part where it was just like interesting. So I guess like Ashley was like giving kisses to Karen on the cheek. And Candace, under her breath, which was not whispering, said, "Don't make sure you don't catch anything," and said all these like different infections and STDs that she could be getting. And I was like, holy crap. And Ashley, like, I don't know if she heard. It didn't seem like she did, but it was saying it pretty loud. And so, but it didn't show that she reacted to it. So I thought that was interesting that, you can literally, and Ashley knows she's messy. And she can literally say something, and there was like, she'd be like, "Oh yeah," and I was just like, I don't know, I just don't know how, I don't know. I think if I would have heard something like that, I just would like, "Excuse me, like, you want something to say to me, like, But then I don't know. It was just interesting. But all the ladies get in the van because like, Ashley's gonna take them to our drag queen show. So they all get in the van, and, Candace tells Ashley, like, "Don't talk to me." And Ashley's like, "Yep, no worries." But they get to this drag queen show, and it looks so much fun. Like, I was like, like, I never been to a drag queen show. I almost did one time for a friend's party, but I just didn't make it, and I really wanted to go. So I think that's one of my bucket lists this year, is to go to a drag queen show, because it just looked so much fun. Like, it was so much energy, and you can tell that like the people, there was like a barricade kind of thing, and the ladies were like on the other side with their own table, and then kind of like the audience was on the other side, or like the people at the club were there, and it just looked like bomb. Like, it just looked so much fun, and I'm just like, wow, I can I go, like. And that's one of the things that I really, really like about the show, or, any of the Real Housewives shows. I know they have their, ups and downs and so, and it causes controversy among people, and, backlash and people against people. But ultimately, what I like, or how we started with the Real Housewives, was like that, kind of sort of like friendship that people have with, especially with women. I'm like, and it just makes me, I'm like, oh, that looks so fun, because right now, at the age where I'm at, like, so many of my friends, like, so many of them, like, especially like closer friends that I used to hang out with, like after college, and we would hang out all the time. They're married, or they moved away and are married. And so, especially here now, like most of the core group friends that we used to hang out with all the time, they're all married and have kids. And so I'm the one that, doesn't have kids, and not married, So it's just like, me watching these shows, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, it makes me reminisce a little bit on the old times when I used to hang out with all my friends. But that's just a little side tangent. I'm like, oh, it reminds me of my friends. But anyway, so they're at the show, and it just looks so much fun. And so they say that we want five people to come up. So 5 volunteers. So Karen, obviously it's her birthday. Then we have Mia. Then we have Wendy. And then we have NECA. And then we have, am I forgetting everyone? Who am I forgetting? We have Karen. We have Mia. We have NECA. We have Wendy. Oh, we're missing one. Oh, Ashley. So we have all 5 of these ladies up on stage, and they're like, "Give us your best runway walk." And then first off, we have Wendy, who actually, like, from what it shows, the only one that kind of did a runway walk. And then she did really cool. Like, it was fun. But then as she was doing it, NECA was like on the edge, and she gave her like a thumbs down. And then when she came back to the line, she gave her another thumbs down. And I'm just like, really? Like, it's not even funny, like that's the one thing that with NECA, like, I'm just like, is because she's not funny. Like, she's not fun, she's not like a funny shade type of girl. I mean, as much as we have seen so far, like, it doesn't exude the funness out of her. Like, I don't know. And I'm just like, girl, like, you're like at a drag queen show, like, loosen up, it's okay to not hate her all the time. Like, and I'm just like, wow, like, I thought that was just so, like, just like not fun. I'm like, dude, it's not even funny. You know, if it was funny, yeah, maybe, but it was just so distasteful in my opinion. And then Candace was like, how can you give them down to a girl wearing mugler? Like, how? Like, and even if she wasn't wearing mugler, it was like, it was just so not funny, not cool. Like just loosen up. Like, stop hating her all the time, you know, just have fun. So I don't know. I don't know how much I would want to see her to come back. I guess she can, but I'm just like, yeah, she doesn't come back. I'm pretty sure most of us are not going to miss her, but we'll see. We'll see. So then the rest of the ladies do their own runway walk, and they start dancing, and then it just looks so much fun. And of course, you know, at the end they're like, who wins? Karen wins. And then but before then, what was so funny, it was hilarious, and this is like the funny shade that I'm talking about. So while they're on stage, Karen starts doing this, like, you know, catwalk. She's on her knees and she's doing like this like walk like this, and Giselle is like like sitting down like on the out with, you know, with the rest of the other ladies, and she was like, oh my gosh, her knees must be hurting. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And then when Karen sits down, you can hear, girl, my knees are hurting. I thought that was like so funny. But yeah, but that was pretty much the end of the show. You know, it was more like a funny moment. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. When Candace, so let's go back to Abba, the restaurant. So when Candace and Ashley were having their thing going on, and Robin was like talking, Robin just like left the group to go somewhere or sit somewhere else, called Juan, and I'm just like, okay, whenever we have this thing, let's just not call Juan anymore, because he is just starts like yelling at her, starts saying this, and why are you doing this, and don't let it hurt you, you know. I'm just like, you're like the worst person to call on an emotional emergency. Like, stop. Like, I'm like back in my mind, I'm like, Robin, just stop calling him, you know. Like, I know he's your husband and everything, and you know, but he's unhelpful. He is not faithful. So I'm just like, call someone else. Like, I don't know. But that was just the only thing. But anyway, so the show was so much fun at the end. It looked fun. And then the credits start rolling for the next episode. So in the next episode, we have, from what I mostly gathered from that, was that Mia and Gordon are finally starting to get into like the whole divorce thing and all this and that. And that is going to be a lot. Like, she has like some type of breakdown. And then Robin goes with her, or I think it's Robin or Ashley, I don't remember. But starts talking to her, and, you know, finally, you know, Gordon's like, you know, up to it. So I don't know. I feel like this relationship, you know, from the first season that we saw Mia, like, we literally saw this relationship like falling apart, or maybe it was already falling apart. But I think this whole thing with the money really just like got the wheels going on this. So I don't know. We'll have to see where it goes. But from what I know, she already is engaged to someone else, and apparently, allegedly, is gonna be married by April. So I mean, we'll have to see on that. I'm surprised, but not surprised at the same time. So we'll see. But I'll be back for more. So make sure to click and subscribe, like the video, tell your friends. We have a lot of fun here. I'll also be doing more makeup reviews. I did a short, which I hope you guys saw, one of the looks that I did. If you have any questions, let me know. I can give you all the products that I used in that short. So let me know. I love you guys, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.